right now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Chrysler is refusing a government request to recall millions of SUVs. Also, funeral arrangements have been made for Jackie Waller. And local river towns could see some flooding. All of these stories and Dustin's latest storm tracker weather forecast on 18 Eyewitness News.
18 Eyewitness News starts now.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and these are the top stories that we're working on for you on 18 Eyewitness News. Chrysler is refusing a government request to recall about 2.7 million sport utility vehicles to fix fuel tanks that could leak and cause fires in rear-end collisions. In a statement, Chrysler said that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has asked in a letter that the company recall Jeep Grand Cherokees 1993 through 2004 and 2002 through 2007 Jeep Liberties. It was unclear how the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration will respond to being denied. Chrysler says that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's conclusions are based on an incomplete analysis of data. Now, we'll continue to follow this story and bring you the latest here on 18 Eyewitness News and KDKZ18.com. Do you own one of these vehicles we had in the news story? Well, let us know by voting online at KDKZ18.com. Funeral arrangements have been set for Jackie Waller. The family says visitation will be Saturday at 9 o'clock at the Esther Baptist Church in Park Hills, with the funeral beginning at 1 p.m. Jackie's parents said that the services could not be held at the family's home church in Leadington due to the small size of the location. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the Jackie Waller Children's Fund at any U.S. bank, or you can call your local domestic violence shelter in Jackie's name. The First Assembly of God in Farmington will be having their 4th annual blood drive Friday at the church. Organizer Melissa Davis tells 18 Eyewitness News why the church has the blood drive.
We've been here for 5 years, and we just wanted to be more community-minded and be able to give back to our community as it gives to us.
Melissa tells 18 Eyewitness News where the donations will go.
Every bit of blood that is donated will be turned back into our community.
The blood drive will be at the First Assembly of God Church in Farmington on Friday from 2 until 6. To make an appointment, call 756-6444. Missouri's Republican-led legislature passed a bill in May that would gradually cut individual and corporate income taxes over the next decade if annual state revenues continue to rise by at least $100 million. It would also phase in a 50% deduction on business income reported on individual tax returns. On Wednesday, Governor Jay Nixon vetoed the legislation. He raised concern that the reduction in tax revenues could jeopardize funding for state services. He also said the bill could repeal sales tax exemptions for prescription drugs and college textbooks. Lawmakers can attempt to override Nixon's veto during a September session. An override would require 2/3 vote in each chamber, a threshold Republicans could achieve without any Democratic support if all GOP representatives vote on it. Now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. And Dustin, what's the weekend hold?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Temperatures across the area, not too bad out there. It's been kind of a nice day here in southeast Missouri. Potosi right now at 74 degrees, 77 in Ironton, 79 right now in Piedmont and Cape Girardeau. As we head out this evening, we're going to continue to see nice weather. A mostly cloudy sky right now through the evening hours to beginning of the evening hours. About 7 p.m. temperature at 74, 69 and partly cloudy by 9. By midnight, we're about 64 degrees with a partly cloudy sky. What's in store for you Friday? I'll get you all the weather information that you need coming up in just a little bit.
And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, local river towns could see some flooding. That story coming up right here on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Arch Air Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Cobb. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Southeast Missouri saw a major drought in last year. However, with the recent rainfall, that drought has now become flooding concerns. Towns along the Mississippi River are being watched closely as the river continues to rise. Officials in St. Genevieve say the town is currently not in any immediate danger from the rising water. Several farms, though, in low-lying areas to the south are feeling the effects of the rising water. St. Genevieve is protected by levees and floodgates, which are actually closed at this time. As flooding continues to be a concern, 18 Eyewitness News will continue to monitor the situation and bring you the latest on KDKZ18.com and 18 Eyewitness News. The Poplar Bluff Chamber of Commerce is continuing to work hard to make the city a great place to live and do business. The Chamber has introduced a new curb appeal program, and they are asking members of the Chamber to help out. Chamber President Steve Halter explains to 18 Eyewitness News what this curb appeal program is.
It's something that we see as a big thing for our community. We have a lot of people looking at our area right now, looking at Poplar Bluff and the surrounding area to bring in businesses, especially with some of the development that's happening on the north side of town. All the things that are happening in our area, getting a lot of outsiders looking at Poplar Bluff, and we're just kind of really wanting our business community to step up and help out and really kind of just make our area and our community shine.
Halter tells 18 Eyewitness News that there will be a meeting held on June 19th to discuss the curb appeal program. If you would like more information, call the Chamber at 785-7761. On Wednesday, Don Murphy pleaded guilty to an October 21, 2010 charge of manufacturing marijuana. There was no plea agreement between the state and the defense. The defendant was charged with one count of manufacturing a controlled substance, and the defendant pleaded guilty to that charge. As there was no agreement between the state and the defense, sentencing was left up to Judge Robert Mayer. The defendant waived having a sentencing assessment report being completed by the Missouri Board of Probation and Parole, and the defendant was immediately sentenced by the court. Judge Mayer sentenced the defendant to 12 years in the Department of Corrections. On Wednesday, the Memphis District of U.S. Army Corps of Engineers released the assessment of information needed for river-related management, the first report authorized by the Lower Mississippi River Resource Assessment. The report will address gaps in current information related to sediment, water quality, data storage and availability, and tributary management. This assessment is the first of 3 to be completed under the Lower Mississippi River Resource Assessment Program. A recreation needs assessment and natural resource habitat needs assessment are to follow. These 3 assessments will be combined into a comprehensive plan to guide management of the Lower Mississippi River. The investigation was authorized in the Water Resources Development Act of 2000. To see the report, you can visit our website at kdkz18.com. The Missouri Department of Transportation's Southeast District will hold a public auction on Saturday at 10 o'clock. Various items will be available at the auction, including vehicles, tools and equipment, and electronics. Cash, cashier's checks, and business or personal checks with a bank letter of guarantee will be accepted. Debit and credit cards will not be accepted. Items must be paid for and picked up on the day of the sale. For more information, visit our website at kdkz18.com. Well, Wednesday, officers with the Poplar Bluff Police Department, the Butler County Sheriff's Office, the Missouri Division of Probation and Parole, and the United States Marshal's Office participated in a sex offender compliance check. Officers checked the primary registered home address of approximately 130 sex offenders in Butler County. The officers verified that information the offenders provided in their most recent registration was accurate and determined whether the offenders were in violation of other sex offender laws. Most of the offenders checked were found to be compliant. However, a few had apparently moved without reporting their change of address. Because of this, charges may follow. Two residents, 27-year-old Eric Gibbs and 47-year-old Christopher Kelly, were arrested on outstanding felony warrants for failure to register as a sex offender. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, we'll have a look at the latest Missouri state headlines.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
As I get ready to go into surgery, I remind myself what it's about. It's about God. It's about caring. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about back pain. It's about neck pain. It's about questions. It's about answers. It's about people, not just patients. It's about you. It's about us. It is Heartland Spine. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Utility company Ameren Missouri says it has finished restoring power to about 95,000 customers in the St. Louis area who lost electricity to storms last week. Ameren says it deactivated its emergency operations center at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. The massive outage occurred last Friday night as a storm system that spawned 2 tornadoes hit St. Charles County and parts of St. Louis County. Now, no one was killed or seriously hurt, but hundreds of homes and many businesses were damaged. Ameren says about 2,800 workers, including some from other states, replaced more than 400 damaged poles and repaired 9 substations in North St. Louis County. Well, the numbers are in. About 13% of registered voters turned out to cast ballots in a special election for Congress in southeast Missouri on Tuesday. Republican State Representative Jason Smith won Tuesday's election to succeed U.S. Representative Joanne Emerson, who resigned back in January. Secretary of State Jason Kander said Wednesday that fewer than 63,000 of the nearly 485,000 registered voters in the 8th Congressional District actually cast ballots in the election. St. Louis police have made an arrest in the attempted robbery of a convenience store that left one of the Bosnian immigrants who owned the store dead. A 23-year-old suspect is in custody and murder charges are pending. Police say 19-year-old Haggis Galik was shot and killed. His 23-year-old brother Mizra Galik was shot in the arm. The brothers operated the Quick Stop convenience store. The family described the brothers as Bosnian immigrants and said they opened the store about 4 years ago.
Will we see any showers or thunderstorms for your Friday, or will we see sunshine? Plus your weekend weather forecast coming up. We'll be right back.
More than 70% of the U.S. experience back or neck pain within our lifetime. For many, it goes away within 4 to 6 weeks. But some require more than just time. If you need help treating your back or neck pain, contact Dr. Frank Hayward at Heartland Spine Institute. Dr. Hayward is the area's expert in minimally invasive and laser spine surgery. Tiny incision, big results. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. Mostly cloudy skies out there right now, but clouds will start to decrease overnight tonight. 75 degrees is our current temperature, and that's what it feels like with current dew point 59, 55% humidity in that northwest wind, about 7 miles per hour. Temperatures across southeast Missouri, not bad out there at all. Potosi right now at 74 degrees, 77 in Ironton, 77 in Ellington. A little bit warmer as further south you go, at 79 in Piedmont and Cape Girardeau, but not too bad. Broaden that picture out just a little bit, and we have temperatures on the nice side. 80 degrees in St. Louis, 79 in Columbia. Right now, 78 in Springfield and 77 right now in KC. All right, here's our forecast headlines. We will be seeing sunshine. Stick around for a couple more days. Looks like thunderstorms move in on Sunday, and we're going to see those temperatures continue to be on the mild side. All right, forecast, here's what it looks like. We will be seeing a partly sunny sky throughout most of the Midwest. Not bad at all. Remnants of Andrea down to our south and near Florida. It's going to be moving out of the Florida area as well, off to the east back into the ocean. So that's why they're going to be seeing some thunderstorms, heavy at times. So if you're heading down to Florida, be prepared for heavy thunderstorms. Forecast for tonight, we will be seeing temperatures not too bad, 59 to 62, partly cloudy skies. That wind coming out of the northwest about 5 to 10. For tomorrow, a beautiful day here in southeast Missouri, 73, 78 does it for our daytime high, partly sunny sky. Looking ahead for the next several days, we will be seeing plenty of sunshine on your Saturday, partly sunny skies, 79. Then some thunderstorms and 80 on your Sunday. Monday, partly sunny, 85, 85 and thunderstorms on your Tuesday. But look at that, 90 degrees and partly sunny on your Wednesday. Thursday, 86 and partly sunny. Looks like we're warming up to summertime here in southeast Missouri by the middle of next week. Don't forget, you get the latest weather information at our website, as always, KDKZ18.com.
Coming up here in Sports Zone, the Cardinals have a tough loss yet again. A Missouri coach is a finalist for the National Coach of the Year award, and the Royals break their losing streak. Sports Zone and much more is all next.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Budgeting, it can really help you save money. So why is it some researchers are saying using a budget might actually make you spend more? Let's find out just ahead on Money Talks News.
We all need to take responsibility in our lives and start thinking about how do we want to be treated at the end of our lives. I would definitely say Serenity Hospice Care is an expert in their field. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's help a phone call away. If it were me and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, I would choose Serenity Hospice Care.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
Money management starts with a budget, but researchers are finding for some purchases, setting a budget may get you to spend more. Money expert Stacy Johnson files this report.
Personal finance pros always say the key to financial freedom is a budget. But when it comes to really expensive purchases, a budget may actually get you to spend too much.
When you buy expensive things like houses or cars, many of us start with a range of prices we're willing to pay. The problem, we often end up paying at the top end of that range, even when we might not have to.
A recent study by a team from Brigham Young and Emory Universities gave some insight into why people spend at the top of their budget.
And their final decision is made based on quality or feature set only. As a result, if you're just looking at products based on the quality, you're going to choose the higher quality product, which will also be the more expensive product.
If that makes sense and you think this could happen to you, how about a couple of tips to keep you from overspending?
First, you still want to set a budget, but remember, people often buy at the top of a budget range if they haven't prepared. So next, think about the features you really need before you shop. And then finally, when you've narrowed your choices, look at the item again. Are you about to pay more for extra things you didn't originally want? Or is there a cheaper version with the features you do want? Maybe you should reconsider.
Bottom line, understanding exactly what you want, then finding it at the lowest price is going to help you keep from spending the max you can possibly afford. And when you save money, use it to beef up your savings account or to pay down debt. Want more information? Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for spending. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. Looking for something to keep the kids busy this summer? If so, our science guy Jason Lindsay with Hooked on Science shows us how to turn a turkey baster into a ping pong ball launcher.
My science helper over here, Ethan, and I have a pretty cool experiment to tell you about. It's called a ping pong ball launcher, and all you need are a few ingredients from around the house to make it. What I have over here is part of a turkey baster. It's the rubber part. Usually you have this hard plastic part here. Just rip the two apart. And then you need another important ingredient, a ping pong ball. Right, Ethan? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the ping pong ball and stick it into the rubber part of the turkey baster. It's important that you find the right size. You might have to buy a variety of turkey basters to find the right one. That's okay. I'm going to stuff it right in there, but not go too deep with the actual ping pong ball. Then I'm going to squeeze it. The first law of motion says an object at rest will stay there until acted upon by an outside force. This ping pong ball is going to stay in there until I do that. See that, Ethan? You want to try it? Now remember, you can get the details by going to our website. Our website is hookedonscience.org.
Go to KDKZ18.com and click on the Hook on Science link under the Lifestyles menu for this experiment and others that might get you and your entire family hooked on science.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
This is Sports Zone.
The Cardinals saw one get away from them, losing to Arizona 10-3, which was highlighted by a 5-run 7th inning, which included a grand slam from Paul Goldschmidt, the hero of the game, 2 nights before. Goldschmidt also hit a grand slam at Chicago earlier this week and has had 14 homers and leads the NL with 53 RBIs, including 12 in his past 5 games. Joe Kelly, making his first start of the season, gave up 1 earned run in 5 2 innings. He was pushed into a spot start due to a day-night doubleheader on Saturday, and offensively, Matt Carpenter went 4 for 5, extending his hitting streak to 14 games. This comes after he was plunked 3 times the game before. David Freese also extended his hitting streak to 15 games to raise his average to 279. Missouri men's golf coach Mark LaRoe was named one of the 6 finalists for the National Coach of the Year award. This comes after Dixon native J.C. Long was named to the All-Central Regional team earlier this week. LaRoe has been in the coaching position since 2004 and has led Mizzou to 18 tournament victories. And the Royals snapped their franchise record streak of home losses by taking down the Minnesota Twins 4-1. Jeremy Guthrie improves to 6-3 after settling down following a first-run hit by Minnesota. And that's Today in Sports. Guys, it's back to you at the news desk. I'm Aaron Cox.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Get your latest news, weather, and sports by staying connected with us at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at KDKZ18.com. We'll see you next time right back here on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.